purchases right now. CTs, they've gone for 3 armor, 1 with full nades and a diffuse kit on Virtus, the stand-in, we like to call him that. Well, on the terrorist side, we don't see a Tech 9. We see 4 armored players and nades on Storm. So it seems like it should be an A execute, but they're actually going in towards ramp. They might be throwing those nades and then just trying to push hard towards ramp. There's 1 CT waiting for them there. There's quite a lot of decoys thrown around here by the CT side. I don't know if they're going to. You have one of the eLevate players pushing outside. He will be shot down though. Duma will be victim of rush. Now eLevate actually deciding to push towards heaven. Will be met by 3 CTs, and goodness me, a lot of power here by eLevate. There is a return of frags from Virtus, who takes down 3 of their players. Relics with another. Now, it looked like a very, very good start for eLevate. All of a sudden, seems like a bit of a disaster, but they still do have 2 players alive against the 1 CT.
Yeah, you are right. That went really well, that pistol side, though. They've managed to just completely rush it through, take it through, just completely dominate the CTs there. That was actually really nicely played from. But now we do see Rylex, the lonely last standing man of the CT side. He does have that USP in hand, though, but Rocker will be going for the plant, silently tucked away inside that lower site with the bomb down. Let's see if Rylex will be able to be a little bit sneaky here, tucking through those vents, but he will get some early tags there. That is not very good for him as he does tap back. This is going to be really hard for him to win this one.
He only needs a bullet on Rocker now to take him out. Oh, 2 health. Very, very lucky indeed. And the other players hiding where they're playing. Oh, what a headshot. And he gets the second. Beautiful clutch here by Relics. And he wins the round for SKDC. He didn't have a lot of time left, but he will actually make the defuse. Very nicely done. The thing I wanted to mention there with eLevate is they did the right thing. Instead of pushing, the reason why they didn't push ramp is because of the USB Glock meta. Now, the reason they didn't go to the B site is because of the USB Glock meta. If they decided to push in, they know, right, the players, the CTs know they took ramp. They know they're probably going to push towards B. If they rotate and go from vents, those USPs are going to completely dominate those Glocks, and they won't be able to get in towards the B side. And we see that again and again. The terrorists, they get the ramp entry, and then they go down towards the B side to get completely destroyed by the USB. Instead, they go into heaven, where the distance between them and the CT players is a lot less, and they can use that Glock to its real advantage. This time round, though, they will be going for a force buy for the second round. Even though they got the bomb plant, it's quite interesting. So usually we see them save, then go for the full buy in the third round. 1 Galil on Rocket, while the rest do have the Tech 9s. That really tells you how the meta of the Tech 9s has kind of changed the way terrorist sides are played.
Yeah, you are right with that. I mean, the only reason why I think we might have seen this sort of full buy coming out now with the Tech 9s is because that's really what it is. You really don't need an AK right now in this current meta. The Tech 9 is basically that. It's a pistol AK in your pocket that you can whip out. We're just going to see this small hold, though, in vents, and it will work for Dunmore there as he does get the first frag onto Rush, holding them off, and there'll be Els finding one onto Storm as well. Dunmore going in for the second, and he will be able to pick it up. This is looking very bad for the T side right now.
Well, that B side push completely shut down by SKDC. It's almost a flawless round. 1 frag with an aid on ELS, but pretty flawless round by the SKDC side. They tried to go for that. They went in towards the site, but the SKDC players just had better positions, and they were able to use those rifles to their advantage. They didn't really put themselves in situations where they could actually be hit by the Tech 9. You didn't see a lot of terrorists having the ability to actually fire against the CTs, and also use that movement kind of bonus that they have. When you have a pistol, you can move around and fire. You have quite good moving accuracy. They didn't allow them to use that. So well played there, my SKDC.
Yeah, Rylex there, just tucking in on ramp. Oh, Virtus will get a cheeky little frag outside, though. 1 bullet, 1 kill, lovely play from him. Rylex, did he see him in the smoke as he does manage to snip through? Yeah, he did. Just catching Storm there. 2 frags coming out from Rylex as he does hold down Mouse 1 with that P90 over on ramp. Wants to try and pick up a third, but he won't be able to as they are tucked a little way back in over in radio. Probably just want to try and get some information now. We do see the Tech 9 on Rush, but even then he has no armor. It's going to be hard. He might be able to pick up a cheeky frag if Rylex does go for a push. That would maybe help him out if they could get the armor, that kit.
Yeah. Should be another easy round here for the CT side on Nuke. eLevate. They can do a bit of economic damage if they'd like to. Maybe pick up a gun or 2, but it doesn't seem likely with 40 seconds left on the clock. And Rush has been seen by the CT side as well as SKDC make it 3 rounds to 0. eLevate now, looking at their money, should be able to go for a full buy. Yeah, quite a generous offering of nades as well. And this is the real test for SKDC, it seems. We'll see whether they'll be able to hold against this full AK buy from the terrorist side. AWP on Virtus. He'll be he's a stand-in for JDM, and he's playing the AWP. It'll be interesting to see if he's able to land any shots. He'll be playing outside, and you will see the first terrorist very, very soon. Desi trying to make that jump on top of the boiler there. And he wasn't able to make it. Look at Virtus. Very cheeky by Virtus, actually holding a very, very narrow angle here on the side of the smoke. And once one missed shot by him, and he's completely dead. He has to be really, really careful. And the smokes are dissipating, and he didn't really count on... He didn't actually time himself properly. Caught right in the middle, in the open. Gets shot down by Desi, and that's the AWP down already for the CT side. And a lot of ground gained by the terrorists. A lot of information as well. Now, they're able to do quite a lot. It seems like they're probably going to push towards ramp from outside and from the lobby, as the bomb is moving its way towards ramp.
Relics will be there once again, though. We've already seen him doing an awful lot of damage, so I'd love to see if he could really hold off this push. If they do try and go for it, Rush will be able to find that frag there onto Dumor. They're playing really nice right now. Relics, of course, as we said, will be taking down Rocker. Just probably going to fall back, trying to tuck in by Dark there. Doesn't want to take any damage if he doesn't have to.
Great play there by Relics. Makes the frag, backs away, gets a second. Rest of his teammate will be shot down, though. ELS, now Ocean on his own against 3. A good crossfire set up there by eLevate. XP3 landing the final kill. And they'll pick up a pretty good round indeed. It's quite interesting. SKDC, pretty much the main mistake that round was Virtus dying very easily, giving away that AWP. And then after that, after they gave away outside, they gave away ramp. And when that happens on Nuke, when you don't have ramp and you don't have outside, you have no vision, you have no information, you're in a lot of trouble.
Yeah, he gave far too much of the map away there by dying on outside. If he would have got that, it would have been really nice to see. He was tucked in between both smokes, if you guys didn't manage to catch it, and wanted to try and get a pick outside, then probably fall back. But the timing was wrong. He didn't manage to get back, and unfortunately lost the AWP and lost them the round.
Yeah. SKDC now going for a full buy once more. Virtus on the FAMAS. Not a lot of money in his pocket. And the rest of his team will be able to afford the M4s. You can see you do have one CT on top of the balcony. Looking down outside. This time around, they've got 2 players holding outside, and that's Dumont in support. And they've got somebody near main as well. That's ELS, who'll be checking Squeaky at the same time. Virtus might catch one of the terrorists. Pops out, will be shot down, though, by XP3 with the help of Rush. Now the terrorists have control of outside one more. There is one more CT at the balcony, and another runmate. Nice flash, forces the terrorist to back away, but he'll be shot down by Rush regardless. And they've already lost yet another player. There's not a very good CT play here by SKDC. Dumar, though, he's trying to stop them from pushing into secret. Gets that information. He's probably going to push towards the vents there and pop down. Try to cut them off with the rest of his teammates. Or maybe they're thinking that they're going to wrap around and go to main. Relics is here to give them any information if they're pushing towards the B side. But it's him against the 4 remaining players. He does need the support. The CTs have to make the rotation. And he starts it off well with a frag on Rush. Looking around. Finds another. Won't be able to land the shot though. Ocean as well. He goes down, but not before he makes a frag on Rocket. There's Dumont in a 1v2 clutch. A pretty difficult situation for him to be in. They've got 1 terrorist and Toxic. Now they're going towards window. That's where a fake defuse tries to lure them out, but it's the oldest trick in the book. Yes! Oh, wonderful by Dumont. What a great double kill. That reflex shot and Toxic was absolutely fantastic. Bullet landed. Wasn't good enough. You have to hit him in the head. Dumont turns around, smacks him right in the face, and that was an another excellent 1v2 clutch here by the CT side.
Yeah, we're seeing just complete domination on SKDC when they're in these clutches, which is the thing, you know, even just from casting them this little bit on into the game, we're seeing they've got really nice individual brilliance between the players. They, you know, they don't have to be together in that 5-man team working together to get the picks. Yeah. They can just be there one on 2, 1 on 3, and manage to clutch it and come out on top, which is really nice to see. But
it's not the kind of situation you want to be in on the CT side of Nuke. You should not be in a 1v2 clutch situation. On the CT side of Nuke, but either way, they do have the class and talent to be able to come out the better in those situations, and it was a really tough situation to be in as well, with the crossfire set up, but perhaps they should open up the Toxic door a tad bit earlier, because it was pretty much 2 1v1s. Relics, he catches sight of 1 terrorist. Virtus trying to hold outside. This time he's playing a bit more passive, and that nade, rest in peace, Desi, lands right on top of his head. It's pretty low on health anyway. It's a good start. There's an eco round, though, by eLevate. Even though they were able to get a bomb plant the round before, but it seems like they're saving for a full buy with an AWP the next round. Relics just has to make sure that he keeps the distance between him and the terrorists.
Yeah, he will be able to pick up one frag there onto XP3 and the second. Lovely play from him. Time shots just tapping away. Storm will find a counter frag over there on the A site though, but Dunmore will counter it as well. Rush, last man standing now with that Tech 9, will pick up one onto Relics. Will be pushing down into the site, wants to go for the plant, but unfortunately, Dumore, beautiful spray there. Every bullet lands and he will take him down before he manages to get that extra cash.
Oh yeah, no free plant for you, mate. That's what Dumore's saying there, but SKDC, keep saying the name wrong, SKDC, not SKDC, SKDC, SKDC. SKDC with yet another round. eLevate, though, did relatively well on that full eco. That just shows you how powerful the Tech 9 can be. I mean, he only got one kill with it, but it could have been pretty dangerous had he got the bomb plant. It might have been a different story, but now full buy here by the terrorist. And moving outside, there's a good smoke there by the CTs. But they're still going to push through it. There's actually nobody there to resist them. They should be able to get control of outside, but those smokes should allow them to push towards Secret. They just have to make sure that they check balcony, because the CTs can still see them from there. I'm going to be pushing towards outside. Virtus just firing through the smoke, hoping to God that one or two bullets may land. They are able to push towards Secret. Now the CTs have to rotate towards the B site, make sure that they don't get an easy plant.
Relics will be trying to burn them off though, so they can't get into ramp. He wants to try and hold him back, and he's been doing a beautiful job of it, but unfortunately this round, they won't be giving him an inch. They're not there at all.
Oof. They do catch sight of ELS. He's right out in the middle of the open, and that should be an easy frag, but great crossfire there as Ocean returns, taking down Storm. Relics coming in from ramp. There's quite low health Rush right in front of him. He's actually going to stay. And Ocean is going to push through from vents. Dumont with the frag on Rush, and they don't even allow them to plant the bomb, which is quite interesting. They had a few moments there to plant it, but Desi now on his own, the new addition to eLevate in a 1v4 situation. Virtus doesn't have a lot of health. I think that's a bit of an overstatement. I mean, he doesn't have any health, not a lot. I mean, he has one. He has one little tinsy binsy, one health. He should just go and hide. But Desi, I think with 3 seconds left on the clock, is just going to try and save that AK-47 and armor and the flash and nade, and live to fight another day. But I mean, it's quite interesting. What exactly happened that round? They came in from Secret. They're going to push in, and it seemed like SKDC just had great positions and ready and waiting. Even though ELS was he wasn't in a great spot. He was easily shot down, but Ocean and Vents, Relics coming in from ramp, they had it completely covered.
Yeah, Relics, he's been really strong on that ramp hold, and I think, you know, they went for the outside take. They tried to take the aim battles, but there was no one there to greet them, so they just went with it. Got down Secret, and it was all going really well. They had all the tools there to just completely take that site, lock it down, and smoke off B, but as they got out, the CTs got wise to it. They've rotated round. We saw everyone just ready and waiting, and they pounced.
That's the thing with Nuke. It's very easy for the CTs to rotate. Virtus doing an excellent job holding outside here. Desi does have the AK-47 and armor that he saved from the round before, as it is a full eco for eLevate. Maybe in this kind of situation, I don't know how their economy is doing. Maybe in this kind of situation, they might have gone for a Tech 9 armor buy, but I'm not sure how the money situation is. But Desi, using that AK-47 he saved to its full advantage, picking up a frag in Ocean. Dumont is going to take down Rush, and the remaining players are finished off by ELS or else. As SKDC looking pretty dominating. 7 rounds, as to be expected on the CT side of Nuke.
Yeah, but I mean, as we said, that one round they've given them now, if they keep going like that, you take 3 more rounds off them, you're looking okay if they get pistol. They can bring it back from that, and it would be nice to see. I mean, that is the thing about Nuke. It's such a nice map for those comebacks.
Indeed, so. Terrorists have been trying to get control outside for the majority of this game, it seems. They've not really pushed for ramp except for 1 round, which was the first pistol round. Other than that, it's generally been action on the outside.
Yeah, you can just hear the shots rattling away, though, from the T side as they want to try and do some damage. Spamming through those smokes. Want to try and find a shot onto Dumore, and they did manage to land a few. Only 21 hit points left on the man as he does have to fall back to the A site. That isn't going to be too great for him. Has no information from outside right now, but he did see him working towards Secret. It looks like they might be going for what we saw a few rounds ago. Unfortunately, though, I don't know if the CTs will be wise to it. Storm wants to try and find a pick there into locker room. Will he see him backing off? He won't be able to catch the shot there.
Yeah, they've got control on the outside. They have to be careful, though. 40 seconds left on the clock. They have to make their move sooner or later. And it seems they're trying to get that frag in heaven, really open up the map for them. After that, they can either push towards the B site, or maybe go up and take the A site, which they haven't really done for the duration of this game. But ELS, he catches sight of one of them, throws the flashback, so it's the right choice to make. Storm still outside. They are moving towards the B site, and Storm's just going to try and hold the flank there, just in case CT's ELS is there, and he's ready and waiting. 2 frags for him. It's not enough as Rush takes him down. Ocean in return, though, and Ocean's there from Vents. He picks up 2 frags. XP3 and Rush are down. Storm's on his own in a 1v3, and it doesn't seem likely. Virtus is standing with a frag to end the hopes of eLevate picking up that round. So 8-1. Economy is all right because of the loser bonus. They've lost quite a few rounds. That round they won kind of reset their economy a bit and forced them onto an eco. But this time around, they're able to go for a full buy again. But not the great amount of nades that you want to have. They've got a couple of flashes and smokes. Storm able to go for a full buy. But other than that, SKDC seem to be quite in control of this map so far.
Yeah, they've been playing really well. I mean, you know, they've been shutting it down. They've been playing really smart. Sorry, they've not been overcompensating, not going for anything crazy. I mean, they have no reason to. But we might see it from Virtus now, as he does go for a cheeky peek there, just from Secret. Wants to try and find a frag, but I don't think he's gonna be able to. Is that all of the T's are deciding to be working over to that ramp side of the map. We do see one tucked in on outside though, and Relix, he's been playing very strong over on ramp. We've seen him just completely dominating every time they've tried to push it. They've not tried it in the past few rounds because of this. Let's see if they're going to decide to go for it now. Storm just watching behind. XP3 has managed to push out onto outside though. Virtus tucking in on backsteps. He doesn't really want to face right now. He's gone back away. He has been doing a lot of damage outside, but this round not much.
Yeah, look at Relix hiding in Toxic. And it's nice to see the CT side be a bit more dynamic here from SKDC. They are switching up their positions every round or so, and that really keeps eLevate on their toes. They don't know exactly where the CTs are going to be. XP3 coming through Secret, lands some nice shots on Virtus, puts him down to 7 health. Virtus crouches down just to survive. He gets the frag on Ocean. He's doing a lot of damage here, XP3. It's not looking very good here for the CT side as Rush takes down the Relix, who's hiding in Toxic, and now the bomb's planted in the B side, and they do defend the B side with relative ease. And that was actually a very, very good round by eLevate. They took it easy. They gave away outside, which might have been the biggest mistake for SKDC. And do you believe it was it XP3? Yeah, it was XP3 who picked up those 2 frags and landed quite a lot of damage on Virtus as well, and gave them a lot of information to allow them to take the B site with relative ease, it seemed.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's the unfortunate thing is Virtus deciding to switch up his position, trying to play a little bit more dynamic there. Where that usually would have worked, they played so slowly and so beautifully there. He didn't manage to get any information, you know, not even a little bit of damage off, let alone that. He saw absolutely no one, and then when it came to crunch time, he just got completely fragged out at the server. So, you know, well played to alleviate that.
Yeah, and Relix going for that Toxic position really didn't work out for him. And this time round, with 2 rounds, they've got quite a breathing space, eLevate. They can definitely pick up 4 or 5 rounds if they keep this up. And the dangerous thing for SKDC is that if their economy gets in trouble, Ocean catches one of the terrorists. He does get the information that they are moving towards the B site. Should get a rotation from the CT. Storm with the entry frag on Virtus. Great positioning there by Ocean as he takes down XP3, tries to chase him down. Storm in return. Desi with a frag. Storm makes it another. Relix will get one on Desi, but it might not be enough. This is a 1v2. Storm's ready with 3 frags, and Relix has to come in from ramp. He's made the 1v2 before on the pistol round, and wonder whether he'll be able to do it once more. This time round, the terrorists are playing it a bit smart. They are hiding, using their time advantage. Terrorists has to check every single position, and there's just far too many corners to check. Rush will make the frag on Relix, and that makes it another round for eLevate, 8-3. It's looking dangerous. Look at the money for SKDC. I mean, they can go for a force buy if they juggle around some weaponry, and they are going to do that.
Yeah, I mean, this is the thing. They've been playing really strong, though. Like, I saw it at that pistol round. They've been getting in these situations every time where they're getting the sight, but at the last second, they just can't quite clutch it. And now they're sort of starting to get their pace, they're getting the idea, and now they're really starting to lock it down once they get the sight, which is what we needed to see a few rounds ago. But now they've got wise to it. And if they can keep this out, as we were saying, if I say they get 5 rounds, I reckon they can take this CT side and just win out.
It is quite likely. I mean, the game can go to anyone's advantage at the moment. As you mentioned, eLevate seem to be learning even though SKDC have kept it relatively dynamic, but it seems like it was too dynamic, and that they weren't able to hold their positions as solid as they should be. As eLevate get yet another round. And this time around, they do have the weapon advantage, eLevate. And if they are able to beat SKDC, they should get another free round and make it 8-5. So SKDC just trying to get back into the game and trying to minimize their losses. But entry fragger Storm pushes in towards the A site, and they're doing this because they know they're probably either on a force buy or on an eco. But Relix is coming in, great push from Ramp. That picks up a frag on Rush. XP3 is there to stop him from coming into the A site, holding the flank for the terrorist side. The bomb is planted. He'll take down Relix. Virtus trying to push through, unable to do anything. And an almost flawless round by eLevate, as they pretty much took the A site with only one casualty, which is Rush. And the only reason he died was because of Relix's push from Ramp. So a very, very good push and well-timed push. I mean, they didn't go in towards the A site until then, when they knew that their weaponry wasn't too great.
Yeah, I mean, that's what we were saying before as well. We said these A takes, they are commonly seen early on in the pistol rounds. We didn't see it now. We didn't see it then, sorry.
Yeah.
We are seeing it now. And they played it well, of course, as you're saying. They knew about the economy. They knew they wouldn't be able to hold it off as well as they could. And they went for it and really dominated. And Rocker there will be picking up a frag onto Ocean. Let's see if he can keep it going. And he will. Another shot going into Dunmore. And the third there. Beautiful play from him.
They might make it 4 there, but actually Virtus will take it down. This is quite dangerous. They've picked up 2 weapons. Now, the AK is in front of the squeaky doll, so he won't be able to pick it up. But the thing is, SKDC, they had a bit of a risk going for that force buy, and it might have not really paid off for them. Rush. He'll go down to Virtus. Virtus really has to go for it this time round. I mean, he can save that AK-47, but giving away 5 rounds, and they're going to go for a full buy anyway this round, so he should really be going for it. But he's actually going to save it. He's going to save that AK and the 2 flashes. And so it will help the economy for SKDC ever so slightly. Might not be the right choice, in my opinion. If we can look at the money situation, yeah, they're going to go for a full buy. Actually, wait. Yeah, they're going to go for a full buy anyway. So I don't know why Virtus. I mean, it'll give him an AWP. He can buy an AWP now, throw down that AK-47 and buy an AWP, but if you're gonna go for a full buy round anyway, go for it. It's a 1v2. You've won 1v2 clutches before. Why not go for it again? But without armor, he didn't have the confidence. It might have been a call that his teammates did. And as a stand-in, it's probably not his place to decide whether he should go for the clutch or not.
Yeah, that is true. That's one of the things. We're not on comms with them. We don't know what they're saying. If someone like higher up on SKDC has said, don't go for that fullback. We need that in the next round. It's not his place to go in.
Yep, it's true indeed. 2 rounds left here in the first half, and eLevate have picked up a very respectful 5 rounds on Nuke. They have tested the defenses of SKDC. I mean, they got into 2 1v2 clutches, one in the pistol round and one in the 4th round. And it was excellent play by SKDC. Individual talent to be able to actually win those clutches, but that tells you how they were so very close on the T side, and they put them in really, really tough positions. But with 5 rounds already, it seems like we might be seeing an A split. Virtus cuts it off though. Right, taking out XP3. Dumal's still alive. One of the CTs is now Rocker with an entry frag though. And they are going to be able to push in towards the A site. 2 CTs remaining. 2v2. Virtus trying to flash Relix into the site. He drops the bomb. That's really nicely done by them. Great teamwork. Now Virtus knows exactly where the final terrorist is. Rocker hiding behind the blue hut. And it's a very difficult situation for him to be in. SKDC need this round, and Virtus will rise up to the occasion and pick up that frag. 9-5 as we go into the final round of the first half.
Yeah, now this is one of those really big rounds, because the thing is, I mean, you know it and I know it. You get 9-6, that looks so much worse than 10-5.
Yep.
And it really does affect you going into those next few rounds. I mean, even with a pistol, you can bring that back fairly easy. So it is going to be an interesting one this round.
Of course. I mean, eLevate, they can be very, very happy with what they've achieved so far. Rush is going to be a bit more successful than Desi with that jump on top of Boiler. Seems like they're going for the outside control.
Yeah, let's see though if Virtus will be able to hold it. He does get the first frag there. Beautiful headshot, frag and rush out of the server with that one. Let's see if he can keep it up now. He's been playing really strong outside, so he's probably going to want to try and get a few more picks or hold him back. Desi will be trying to spot it. Molotov in hand there, but he won't quite chuck it just yet. Rocker trying to get a little bit of information over onto the A site. Tagging through, wants to try and get a hit onto Dumore, but he doesn't know Ocean is tucked in up above. Just wants to drop down if he does go for that push. XP3 goes for the outside take now. He might be able to get the frag onto Virtus. Virtus Just in a very awkward position, tagged in from the back. He might be able to hit a shot over onto the tees, and he will connect it. Storm is out, and Desi will fire back and retaliate. Gets the second as well.
Desi with the double frag there. Very nicely done, but he'll finally be shot down by ELS. Rocker going, pushing in towards the A side. And this is a really good A split here by the terrorist side, but Ocean with the Mag 7 right in the face of Rocker. XP3 will get the revenge, and what an 8 as well, down to 18 health. It's a 1v1 with a bomb plant. It's all up to ELS. And he's gonna die! What happened?
Well,
what happened? Where did he fall? He was on the ground. What happened? Did he trip up? And
well,
rest in peace.
yeah. What a way
Can
to
we have
end
a
the
moment of
half.
silence for our fallen comrade who tripped up and fell on the side of a vent and died? Wait. My memory. I just lost a bit of short-term memory. Was he on top or was he at the bottom? I'm pretty sure. Oh wait, he wasn't on heaven. He fell down. Did he fall down? So basically he fell. Didn't he know that he had only 13 health left?
I don't know why he went for that. Maybe even if he landed on vent, that still would have.
The thing is, I thought he was. I don't know. I thought he was already on the ground.
Yeah.
But yeah, happens. It happens.
Blue shoelace fell off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, he didn't tie his boots, shoelace properly on his boots. Pistol round now for the second half. 9-6. Very good for eLevate. And SKDC, they're able to push towards B site from Vents, and the CTs don't have much of an idea about that. Look at Virtus' position. Great play by Desi to take down the bomb. And Rocker with yet another frag as well. It's very difficult to try and get those frags when they've got the P2000 and the USP, and there's such a distance advantage. But Virtus and Duma, they're going to pick up a frag each. Now it's a 2v3 with armor on the CT players. Rush is going to take down Duma. It's all up to Virtus now. And it seems like the pistol round will be moving towards the advantage of eLevate.
Yeah, I mean, they really hold that well. I mean, they've been doing a lot of damage over on the T side, and now to get this pistol round, if they can win this one out, and there we will see XP3.
No chance by XP3.
Yeah, there wasn't much he could do in that situation, really.
I was going to say earlier, speaking about Virtus, the thing with Virtus is he's actually played. Virtus right now is having some ping issues, so hopefully, I think there's going to might be a pause, and hopefully we'll be back as soon as possible. But the thing with Virtus is, right, he's on 16 frags, and he's been able to land some really nice shots. But one thing I've noticed is that his positioning has been a bit off in some situations, and the rounds that SKDC have given away to eLevate, I think 2 or 3 of them could be due to Virtus' bad positioning. But at the same time, Virtus has picked up so many frags that he's probably, balanced that out with rounds taken. I don't know how important those frags have been, but either way, he's not been playing bad at all. ELS, or else there's not much of there's no 7 frags. Don't see him too much. Ocean as well with only 9 frags, but I think Ocean has had 1 or 2 important frags on the CT side, to be honest, even though he's on a low amount of frags. Relics was 17. He's top fragging for his side. He's top fragging on the server as well. On the other hand, eLevate, they look a bit more balanced in terms of the fragging ability. And, it is the T side. There's no real straight entry fragger that I've seen so far for eLevate. It seems to be, depending on who they see first, depending on what part of the map they're pushing. But they made a few good calls. They made some good movements, and you can see that it's actually relatively well organized. Their T splits and their T pushes. We saw a couple of splits, and they do react well with the information that they get. When they get control of outside, when they see CTs in certain positions, they make the right calls after that. I don't know who exactly is calling right now for eLevate. I heard it was. Who was it? Was it? Restore this earlier. Actually, I can't remember. I can't remember who's his in-game leader for eLevate. I mean, Research told me it's Rush. Rush is in-game leader. So either way, it really depends on. It also depends on the way that the team's actually structured. An in-game leader doesn't necessarily mean that he's just there making all the decisions. A lot of teams have an in-game leader, but it's generally a team kind of discussion or a team decision most of the time, or somebody makes a call and people say, all right, we're going to follow that call or not. So even on the highest levels of CS, I mean, there's not a lot of teams where they've just got one in-game leader. They just follow what he says. But we start off here once more on second round of the second half. And eLevate. Oof, Desi running straight to Secret, has no idea that Relics is lurking about like a little goblin outside. Nicely done though by eLevate as they actually stop them from planting the bomb as well. On the B site, they pick up a round. Very important round indeed. 9-8. SKDC have to eco this round. Might go for a full buy the next one, but it's not looking very good. I mean, this score right now, 9-8, it looks like eLevate might be able to pick this this map up.
This is what I was saying. If they got that 6 scoreline, which they did, they carried it over, won out pistols, and continued on now. This is what we're saying. They're bringing it back to that 9-9 scoreline. It's going to be hard then. You're on equal ground on Nuke. There's really a heavy advantage for that CT side. They can just really hold out from that point on. It is going to be hard for the Ts.
Yeah.
Let's see if Desi will be able to do some damage here, though. Tucked in on A. Seems like Virtus trying to get a little bit of information over on ramp. Storm's just there. If he did spray down through that smoke, we'd get some damage off, and the nades will be rolling in. Not too much damage off onto him there, though. Only on 82 hit points.
Both teams haven't really taken advantage of the Tech 9 yet, and we saw them buy it. We saw eLevate buy it, but they didn't really use it so much. And at the same time, they didn't really have to. There weren't so many eco rounds. They're going to push into ramp, and it's an absolute massacre here. eLevate with a perfect crossfire. No flashes, no smokes, no nothing. It's very difficult, especially when you've got 2 rifle players just waiting, ready to accept those frags. They're loving it because their HLTV rating is going up now as they get those easy frags on the anti-eco.
Yeah, that was nice from them. Of course, eco frags will always be eco frags, though, as you are saying. But yes, this is the thing. This is where we need to see SKDC really start whipping it out now. We need to see them, thinking about it and like, what did they do? How are they getting those rounds over on T side? And then try and do that themselves. We need to see them start picking up those rounds now because it is going to be hard the longer this goes on.
Well, look at this aggressive push here by the CTs outside. Don't see a lot of this. There's 3 of them are pushing, and it's a boost as well. They're going to go through. It might be very disastrous for them, but they pick up 2 frags. Oh no, trades. This is not good at all for eLevate. It didn't work out at all. And the terrorists, I mean, they weren't ready for that, but a 2 for 2 is definitely worth it. Kobe nade lands on Ocean. Great shots by Rocket. He takes down Relics, and he's got 2 really, really soft terrorists for him to finish off. He's got Rush there, though. He'll steal those kills off of him, but well saved by Rush and Rocket. And in that kind of situation, SKDC should have left outside and went the opposite direction straight away. Yeah. I mean, you saw 3 of them. They went for that really aggressive push. You got 2 frags, run away. Don't go for outside again.
Yeah, that is true. I mean, even on a map like Nuclear, they didn't have long. The CTs could have got back there, but as you're saying, they've got that little bit of advantage. Maybe they could have got the upper hand by trying to get to B or trying to push in A, probably going down ramp, but it's just unfortunate they did stay there and try to fight that one out.
Look at the money. In eLevate now they're able to buy Molotov. It's really easy for them to shut down the map for the first few seconds of the round.
Yeah, I mean that's what I was going to go into there. As we said earlier, the Molotovs are really big, so if they do whip those out, they will get a lot of early damage on. But Rocker will not need the fire at all, as he will hit a beautiful headshot there. Desi picks up 1. Storm will get another. Let's see if Desi can go big here. Wants to check vents. He knows he's in there. See if he can find a shot onto Dumore. Just playing ring around the rosies with him right now. There is 5 CTs left, and he will get another one. Beautiful headshot there, and gets the 3rd. Lovely play from Desi there. He's really on fire right now.
What you just saw there by Virtus was either really bad communication or frustration. It seemed like he was nervous. He fired shots at his teammate, and because he did that, gave away his position, missed the CTs that crossed, and died. I don't want to start on just going on to Virtus just because the camera's on him, but you could see there's a bit of frustration going on at the SKDC camp, and that they're just either not really focusing or not really communicating properly, because he should have known that his teammate is in vents, that it wouldn't be a CT there in that situation. And now they have another chance, SKDC. Full buy by them. All the needs they need. They have to play it nice and easy. Take it slow. Hope perhaps that eLevate might go pretty aggressive, that they might pick up a frag, make it a 5v4, and then they can work with that, work with the one-man advantage. They're playing a pretty default setup right now. They've gone for the outside control, and they're actually able to take it. Good smokes as well. They've got 1 man in secret. XP3 is pushing forward, however. And he's trying to make sure that they don't push in towards main without suffering any losses. Right now, SKDC will be pushing towards ramp here. They might have 1 terrorist in secret trying to lurk. There's 2 players. Wow, Rush with a double, taking down both Virtus and Dumont, and already the ramp push is completely shut down. Rush with a 3rd, and he makes it look far too easy. Kobe nade's going to follow that probably a fourth, but actually Storm with a frag on Relics in his stead. Else on his own, the Lurker. He's got 2 softened up CTs, SE on 61, and a 1v5. He has to ace it. 15 seconds left on the clock. Pretty unlikely. He's going to try and save the AK. He might be able to. He'll get 2, and he will save the AK and armor. Nicely done by him, but SKDC, they're running out of rounds, and they're running out of chances to come back into this game. eLevate, all of a sudden, 6 rounds into it, now 3 rounds ahead, and sooner or later, they will probably end this. So no rounds on the T side for SKDC yet.
Yeah, this is one of those things even then. It's really a confidence thing, especially on Nuke as well. You know, the more you start to get sort of those rounds taken away from you one after the other, you know, you don't want to start going for those peaks that would maybe open up a site for you because you don't feel confident going for it. But XP3, having none of those issues, of course, being on the winning side right now, facing outside like a mean machine there, want to try and pick off a few of the terrorists that want to try and burst through his defenses. Rocker just sitting on rafters still, just holding it out. Relics will try and get a few flashes over to try and help his teammates out here. XP3 through the smoke there. Let's see if he can keep this going now as he knows there is someone sitting on top of Silo, but he will jump down. We're seeing the CTs here just completely crushing the terrorist side. Relics will retaliate there, getting a frag onto Desi now. Let's see if he can keep this up. 3v4 here. Ocean has managed to sneak down back steps now, working towards that B site, and Dumore pushing out onto A. Let's see if he goes through sight. Unfortunately, Dumore will fall to the bullets of Rocker. Alex outside, looking around. Doesn't see much right now. Ocean is still in vents. He's playing this smart. If he can get out onto A, that is unfortunate. He will be shut down there. Storm spraying down, knocking him out. Only one man stands, and he will get a frag there into XP3. He has the bomb, but he has 15 hit points. He's up against 3 others. 25 seconds. What can you do there, really?
He's running. The SKDC are running out of rounds. They're running out of time. They run out of guns. Running out of money. Running out of everything. There's not much hope for them. I think it seems like eLevate are really, really solid now on the CT side. They're doing everything right. And on the other hand, their side, they've not been able to provide much. They're going to eco this time round. Actually, no, they're going to go for armor as well on 2 of the players, perhaps to balance out the money ever so slightly, and hope to God that their Rec 9 train is real, that they're able to pick up a round just by using these techniques. They're going to go for a really, really fast A push, and it's going to work out for them as they get the entry frag. Dumore landing shots as well, but Rocker's going to return with 2. Excellently done. Ocean with a frag on Storm, but they will return almost immediately. Rush and XP3, but the bomb is scurrying away. M4 picked up an Ocean, and it's all of a sudden a 1v2 situation. No armor, though, on the terrorist player. He's got a smoke and flash. He's actually going towards Heaven. Rush is waiting for him. He does catch sight of him, though. And Ocean has to be smart about this. In this kind of situation, Jackie, what can Ocean really do?
I mean, there's not going to be much. He has all of the natural tools to win this. He really can. The lack of armor is not going to be great for him. You know, 1 bullet, but of course there is only an AK and an AWP in play, so that's 1 bullet either way. It's not going to affect him that much. It looks like he will be trying to back off to ramp, but the thing is, if he gets down on ramp, gets the plant, I'll be very surprised. He has a smoke and the flash, but 2 men up, 2 sites, as quick as it is to rotate on Nuke, they can just drop in between, and hiding away in vents will be XP3. I think he's seen him there. He might have just caught a glimpse of him. Switches over to the AWP. Ocean looking away in dark spot there. Wants to try and go for the plant. The smoke will be coming down. Let's see if he can get this down. Being very smart. Not going to go for that full plant, but unfortunately Rush there from behind.
Ouch, 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 ouch. Rush really fast.
Yeah.
I mean, straight away, hopped down Heaven and went towards him. That's the thing. eLevate actually played it really smart. They kept Rush there just for the A site. And XP3 just to stop him from planting in the B site, and it was really simple. If they saw him, Rush would probably either try to shoot him or wait until his teammate would pop up from vents. Either way, they'd be able to take him out with whichever site he went towards. This time round, though, Virtus able to purchase the AWP. No needs though for him. XP3, he'll be playing outside. And look at Rocker. Pretty aggressive in lobby. He sees them pass the bomb. He'll pick up an easy frag as well. You always have to be ready for that. When you're in lobby, you have to be ready for that push from the blue hot. It happens. A lot of players do it. And switching the bomb like that, it's not the best. It's not the best idea. Not at all. Look at that. Losing player after player. It seems like it might be yet another round for eLevate. Desi pushing up here from Secret Vertices on his own. He'll probably be shot from behind here by Desi. Sooner or later, and XP3 goes for the no-scope, chases him with a P250. And the Battle of the Orbs. And the winner is XP3. 15-9. eLevate now only one round away from taking this map from SKDC. And I mean, we kind of saw it when eLevate picked up 6 rounds on the T side, that it did kind of favor them pretty well.
Yeah, I mean, we did say it. We said 3 rounds, that's a comeback. You can work from that. And then we said 5 rounds. You know, I think that's doable. The fact they got 6 rounds and then 1 out with pistols and have just been dominating ever since, that's big from them. And that is really nice to see. Storm going a little bit aggressive now. I don't think we've actually really seen him going too far aggressive over on ramp. Wanting to sort of push in there but do more. We tucked into the smoke. Not wanting to give him an inch. The nade going out there only takes a little bit of health off him. He'll more be backing off now as they do hold out just in lobby, trying to get some information, and Storm will smoke it off once again. Rocker just washed in hut there. See, this is the thing, terrorists are playing really slow right now. They don't want to give him an inch. They don't want to get anyone picked, because you lose one guy on T, it makes it so much harder for you.
It's almost game over.
Mm-hmm.
The thing is, it seems like eLevate, they're actually still playing pretty focused. I was going to say Storm, but the way he was pushing, they just wanted an early night. They wanted to finish the game as soon as possible. But he was just getting a bit more map control for his team with those deep smokes. Right now, they're going to try and go for outside control. This is really good because from that position, he can't see them. XP3 can't see the people on top of Boiler. That's an easy frag here for SKDC. Now they're pushing hard. Look at Rush here, hiding behind the smoke. He sees one go by, he sees a second, actually gets a frag, gets another frag on Ocean. He's done his job. 2-for-1 trade. That's pretty good, but versus the entry frag on Storm. And now it's a 3v2 situation with the CTs behind. Look at Rocket. He's actually going to go straight for it. Oh, wonderfully done by him. He might make it 3. Beautiful. Absolute. What a beautiful way to end it. What a beautiful way to end it. And that makes it 16-9. Very, very dominating performance.